All right, we're live. Hey, everybody, welcome to Request, which is our out of character streams. Usually done when, we need a break from side quest, or if not many people could make it, or life circumstances gets in the way, and some of us still want to do something, but we can't do like a full show. I've got a fairly busy week this week, and so I knew I wanted to do something tonight because I'm not going to be able to do anything Friday through on till Monday or Tuesday next week. Because I have some friends coming into town from my old military days. They're going to come visit, and they're going to be here Friday evening. So I'm not going to be able to do a show this week. I'm not going to be able to do a show Friday. So I decided I was going to do something today. And because Ark had some stuff going on, and some of my co hosts are a little, wrapped up in real life stuff and everything, we just decided to go ahead and just do an out of character thing. Cool?
Cool.
I hope that explains everything. Tonight we're just hanging out. Thorn, Weebo, and Rat are here.
Yep.
Hello.
Thorn is streaming on a potato. Weebo is busy yelling at her boo boo, and Rat apparently just got out of church.
Sorry,
I don't know what's wrong with it. Why do I look like a painting? Is this because
I'm trying to make it so that you're not seeing my boyfriend's porn video game in the background. Sorry.
Why'd you announce it? Because no one would have noticed.
Now you can't see.
Now everybody wants to know what the porn game is.
I'm just going to say...
How'd you get in here? That little shit.
Marvin the Martian.
You opened the door. How'd you open the door?
Chaos.
No, Jinx. No.
You're streaming? You're
no.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Bubby's working. I'm working, you dumb dog. I'm sorry.
God.
What? Oh, my balls.
Oh, no.
Stop jumping up on me. No, how'd you open the door? How'd you open the door, you little weasel? Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna hang out for like an hour or so. I don't know for how long. Whatever.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, this is like this is the stuff I didn't come from church. I don't know what that's about. But like, this is normally what I would wear for like Reservoir Slobs, maybe a black tie instead of the Marvin one. But I like Marvin the Martian. He's my favorite Warner Brothers character, Looney Tunes. But no, I normally wear this, but I wear like stupid big sunglasses over my glasses, and I broke them today.
Stop it! You're making noise.
Just figured I'd come on and see what it looks like when I have my normal glasses on instead of my sunglasses.
You're interrupting Uncle Rat.
Yeah, trying to work over here, Jinx. Come on.
But I'm so cute.
Yeah, he's just he knows he's the star of the show. That's what everybody's here for.
Jinx is having, I'm the baby, gotta love me.
Yeah.
Don't lay on the wires. You're gonna crush them all, and you're gonna unplug my computer.
Yeah, just E-Zoobs in chat. Hey, just bit of a heads up. I don't have my shades anymore. They broke.
Wow. He's so heavy now.
Bringing them
like
upstairs.
30 pounds.
Broke them.
Dude, I have like 8 million pairs of
Look how big he's got.
No! You are looking less and less like a husky the more bigger you get.
Yeah, he's not so
You've got
husky.
full size now, aren't you?
He's a big boy now. Who's a good boy, Jinxie? Who's a good boy?
Oh! Get off me, you moose. All right.
He looks nothing like a moose.
I'm going to go... Damn. I should just lift him for a workout. Be like,
do it.
Puppy curls.
No.
You got it. That'll work. Wish I had a puppy to curl.
Stop scratching my foot, you stupid, dumb animal.
He wants attention. Give him attention.
It's always this time of night. Like when I do side quests on Fridays, I have to lock the door and lock him in his cage and hope to God he doesn't bark too much because he just goes nuts this time of night. He just gets all this energy. I went out and threw his tire for him. I played with him until he was tired. I gave him a bone to chew on. He doesn't give a shit.
Not good enough.
I call it werewolfing because he'll go from like this calm, gentle dog who just likes to lay at your feet to running all over the house breaking shit in an instant. He'll just, it's 6 p.m. What? Blam! Crack! Rah, 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 rah.
Yeah.
Just get. What?
Some dogs apparently don't grow out of that, so
yeah,
there's that's a thing. My buddy, my cousins, what are they? Malinois, I think they're.
Yep. Oh yeah. They are
like
high energy dogs.
5-6 years old now, and between the hours of 6 p.m. and 8 p.m., they call it the zoomies. They just won't stop running. Absolutely won't stop.
Our kitties do that.
The rest of
in the middle of the night.
The rest of my family calls it the zoomies, but I call it werewolfing.
Yeah.
My dad refers to it as full of beans.
Because
I don't know what that means. My dad's from the 50s. So.
It's like a full moon night, and he's growling and howling and... Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's making my life a little difficult, too, because it's hard to record with him. Like, even when I put him outside, like, this past week, these people have been coming back here to access the gate on their side of the land in order to mow their big field that's across from me. In order to, not mow it, but bale it, hay it, cut it, and bale it. So all these big tractors been coming back here, driving him nuts. And they keep going back and forth till it gets dark, basically. They work all day until it gets fucking dark. And so I have to put him out, but I have to watch him because he'll chase after them all the way into that field. And so he's been going crazy with every sound he hears. And I can't get any recording done because if I put him outside to record my videos, that's why I did a lot of Poe videos this week because they're kind of easier to do because they're audio only. But every time I put him out, he'd bark and my mic would pick it up. And if I kept him in the house, he'd hear something and he'd bark even louder and my mic would pick it up. So I don't know. It is what it is. I gotta work around him now. Apparently, I wish there was something I could do with him, but I can't. Russell's. Yeah, he found a pig and he likes the pig now. He used to hate the pig. Now he likes it.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get Magog some soundproofing.
I already got some, but it doesn't help with his bark. It's like so high pitched.
We need to get him better soundproofing. We need to get him a bubble with soundproofing all around in every corner.
Either that or it needs some puppy tranquilizers. So it's like, I'm gonna record for an hour, have a treat, and he clunk. Somebody get me some chloroform for this fucking dog.
CBD treats?
They don't. They just calm him down, but they don't. It's not enough to zonk him out. Like, he goes nuts when he hears noises. He's a good watchdog, because if there was ever anybody came back here that meant ill intent, he'd let me know.
I know what you need. Another dog. Because they have a tendency to, like, wear each other out to the point of exhaustion, and then they just conk out for several hours.
I've thought about it, but the problem is finding another dog and having that extra expense, because now Jinx is expensive enough. With his dog food, the dog food I buy him is so fucking expensive. And he goes through it quick. He eats like 3 cups a day. You know?
And he's up to 3. You used to have him only on 2, I thought.
It used to be. He used to be
smaller.
Yeah, but he used to be. He's still a puppy, but he's pretty much full size now. His big teeth are in. He's not getting any bigger than he is now. He might get fatter, the fat little fuck. But he's not going to get any bigger. You leave that alone. That's not yours. So yeah, he's
I've actually seen a dog that was wider than it was tall.
He's a little asshole.
That was weird.
That's not good. That's a health concern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't my pet, but
Chunk dogs are not
Corgis.
cute. Not cute.
It's frankly sad and kind of enraging because let's be honest, that's
I wasn't
abuse.
I wasn't happy about it, but there really wasn't much I could do. So
Yeah. What you gonna do?
So yeah. Anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? I already told them why we're doing this because I've got plans this weekend. So don't expect me on the show Friday, but Ark should be able to host Friday. So
yeah.
we're just kind of hanging out tonight. I've got some packages to open if you guys wanted me to do that.
Oh, yes. You can do that. I actually have just a couple of things to show. I don't think he's there in the chat, though. I have a couple that I opened. I've learned that I just have to open my packages because my place is so small that I really have no place to store them.
Yeah.
So.
Show off whatever you want to show off. Nobody can see it anyway.
Okay, fine. Octane actually got me this. It's a Warhammer.
Well, that's cool.
After several snafus of fucking postage, it's really cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
And then I'll go get the other thing because I forgot it in the living room.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now I think about it. Octane was the one who gave me the mace that I got, which I can't reach right now. But
I guess I'll open one of my packages. I've been sitting on these for a while because.
oh, that's awesome.
Go ahead. I'll show it when you're done.
That was yeah.
What? What? He doesn't like the wrapping.
Pop it at him. That'll show him.
This is from Ghost of Recon. Ghost of Recon! It's a box.
Well,
Ghosty, is Ghost even here tonight? Oh!
I don't know.
It's a new desktop microphone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this one I added to my wish list because I wanted to give it a try because this one's almost too sensitive. And it picks everything he does up. So I threw this one on there. It's kind of like a, like just a basic USB mic. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping it's not as sensitive because it's not as an expensive, well-built mic. It's just a nice little kind of gaming microphone,
Might work.
And so I want to give it a try. And I just threw it on the wish list thinking maybe somebody will get it for me someday, but there's no big hurry. But it looks like Ghost got it for me. There's the stand for it. Just your basic gaming mic, really. I just thought I'd give it a shot because I'm trying to find a better way to record my small videos in here and doing my live streams without such a sensitive mic. This mic I'm using now is so sensitive.
Yeah.
But it's just a basic, nice little basic gaming mic. Thank you, Ghost of Recon. Appreciate it, man. If you're watching. If you're not watching, then I hope somebody tells you that I already opened it or something.
I haven't seen him in the chat. But.
Yeah.
Hey. My turn again. There's only one more. It's Baphomet!
Ooh.
Wow. This is from Gex.
Oh,
I
cool.
love him. There you go. Your tits for the night.
Very nice.
It's a pretty nice statue too. Like, it's really detailed.
Does his eyes follow you?
No.
Nah.
Oh,
No following of the eyes.
unfortunately.
It's always been like the creepiest factor of anything with eyes is that if they're good enough, they will follow you.
I always wanted to figure out a way to take my own picture so that my eyes followed people. That way I could just send it to people. They could be like, dude, your eyes follow me everywhere. Yeah, just burn the picture. Just so I can say it was creepy.
It's actually a thing in art.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I studied art and for a lot of my commercial art classes, we also had to take art history and stuff, and I forget what it's called. It's called like the golden perspective or something like that, but it's a particular perspective that if you paint the eyes at just the perfect angle, no matter where you stand in front of that painting, it looks like the person in the painting's looking at you. The Mona Lisa is a perfect example of that.
Yeah.
It's like when you stand in front of the Mona Lisa, it doesn't matter if you go like this or like this, she's looking at you. she's looking at you.
Straight up though, the Mona Lisa is super overrated for what it actually is.
I've seen it. I went to the Louvre in Paris when I was in Europe, and I stood in line for like an hour. There was a big ass line to see the Mona Lisa, and you had to stand behind this rope. And there were like 2 guards there, and it was like on display, and you only got like 2 or 3 minutes or something in front of the rope, and then you had to move on because the people behind you had to wait and get their turn.
Yeah,
it's this big.
It's so tiny,
it's
and they put it on
tiny.
this gigantic wall, and it's the only thing on that wall that you can actually see.
Yeah,
and it's so small in contrast. So by comparison, it looks kind of ridiculous, especially considering what is directly across from the Mona Lisa, which is, I believe, this grandiose picture of Napoleon conquering someplace somewhere.
Yeah,
like if you look straight across, big ass freaking giant painting.
Yeah, when I went there, it was like the summer, and so a lot of the tourists were there, and it was like a crazy time. I've heard there's other times you could go to see the Mona Lisa, and there's not as big a wait, but I happened to be there when it was like super busy. But I still got to see it. At least it's on my bucket list. It's off my bucket list. I've seen the Mona Lisa, but it is a little underwhelming when you finally see it in real life.
To be honest, I think most of the stuff in the Louvre that I want to see isn't on display. It's most of the like historical archaeology stuff that they have.
Samrad.
Oh, you mean like the old castle?
No, you have to wait until they have certain.
Yeah, most of it's in archive. They don't actually have it out.
They pull it out. They just they do different shows,
Mm-hmm.
different times of the year. I mean, some of the stuff is always on display, but they'll do different exhibits basically, and you have to wait. You know?
I like seeing all sorts of Egyptian stuff. I like the art style and the way Egyptian stuff was done. I just like seeing it. I'm fascinated with it. So
anyway, Brian sent me these. Thank you, Brian. I needed these. Appreciate it, buddy.
What are those?
Black makeup sticks.
Oh, okay. I was like, is it glue sticks so you can sniff them? You know, I didn't.
Naturally.
No, they're the jumbo sticks, so it makes it easy to draw like a nice line. And the sticks do really well to get like just under the eyes and stuff, so I don't, Anyway, thank you, Brian.
Cool.
Yeah, I go through this shit like crazy now that I'm making like 6 to fucking 12 videos a week, you know. So, Jinx, it's not your turn to be on camera; it's mine. It is my stream.
He's like, when's the Jinx stream?
Your breath is atrocious. What have you been eating? More frogs?
Frogs.
Oh, that's not even the worst. Like, what? He fucking loves insects. He will eat the shit out of all insects. But the other day, I let him out, and he come in, and I opened up the door, and it was getting dark, so I turned on the light, and he come out of the darkness, and came walking up on the porch all nice and slow, and I was like, usually he's coming in the house pretty fast, when I open the door. But I'm like, why are you going slow? And he just looks at me. And he comes in the house all nice and slow. And then I close the door and I'm like, why are you acting like that? And he turns to me and all of a sudden his face starts vibrating. Just starts going, and he won't open his mouth. And he's looking at me and he's like, and he's got this cicada in his mouth and it's still alive. And it's sitting there going,
Cicada's like, fucking hell.
and he's just like, I know I'm not supposed to have it, but I want it really bad. Let me keep it. And he jumped up on the couch, and I was like, oh, you... And then he dropped it, and it was buzzing around the couch, and he went... And then he went, crunch. And it stopped vibrating.
Ew.
And I was like, oh! Oh, you nasty
Now you
dog.
can go get it.
And then he went...
Whatever. It's not fucking poisonous. You have fun.
Yeah, so long as you're not dying right now, we're good.
I was like, I let you fucking kiss me. I let him lick my hands and shit. Ugh.
And he's like, and earlier I licked my butthole.
He will fucking eat June bugs right out of the air too. Like we have the little brown June bugs that bounce everywhere and fly everywhere. And he'll run around out there just crunch, 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 crunch. Just eats them out of the air, man. The worst is the frogs. I beat his ass when he killed a frog. Because he won't eat the frog. He'll just kill it like a psychopath. Then he sits there and plays with it, and it's all like hanging out of his mouth, all rubbery, and he's like, ugh. And then he spits it out and he nudges it with his nose. He's like, hop. Come on. You used to hop. Now you don't. He sits there and just plays with it. He doesn't eat it. I'm like, oh, you little asshole.
I had a basset hound that did that with snakes. They'd get them and they'd just start twirling the snake in front, just holding on to it. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah, he's he stays away. There was a king snake out in the yard the other day. Big motherfucker too. That's why I don't have any poison. I've been living up here for 2 years, and I have yet to see cottonmouth, copperhead, rattlesnake.
Well, that's good.
And I think I know why. The only snakes I've ever seen up here, besides the little garter snakes, fucking king snakes. And king snakes will eat the shit out of all other snakes.
Yeah.
Like, they are guardians of their realm, right? And this king snakes, some of them around here, dude. One time I was walking through the woods, I saw this big black snake, and I knew it wasn't poisonous because he was too shiny and black to be a poisonous snake.
Mm.
I knew it was a king snake. Plus, you can tell by their heads. Poisonous snakes have kind of triangle-shaped heads. You know?
Usually, yeah.
And they also have... they also have warning signs, like rattlers will rattle. Copperheads they do that kind of hissing and standing up thing.
Yeah.
And cottonmouths, aka water moccasins, will chase you to the ends of the earth. Yeah. So those are the 3 telltale signs, but this snake wasn't poisonous because it wasn't chasing me. The other thing is his head was smaller than his body. He just had a little head compared to his body. But that motherfucker was like 8-9 foot long. It was like this. He was like this big around in the middle,
No thanks.
But that fucking black snake out there, he wasn't as big as that one. I was telling the tale. But the one he saw, I opened up the door and I was like, get away from that snake. Because even though it's not poisonous, I still don't want Jinx to get in a fight with a king snake.
Yeah.
And not that the king snake would kill him, but that king snake would make him think twice. But Jinx got up close to that king snake, and that king snake was just slithering through the grass. And he got up close to its tail and was sniffing it, like, what are you? And it whipped around and just kind of went like this at him. No hissing or nothing. It just kind of bobbed its head at him. And he fucking skedaddled back up on the porch. So, at least he's afraid of snakes. So that's
He's like, fucker, what do you want?
He was like, no, sir, that giant worm is way quicker than I thought it was.
We're not going to mess around with that. Nope. No, sirree. I hate danger noodles. They are my least favorite.
He's a goober. You're a goober who likes to eat frogs.
I'm okay with most of the snakes that I've been around, but I don't mess with them in the wild.
I'm one of those people that I like reptiles, so I'm not afraid of snakes. I'm only afraid of the ones I'm only afraid of the ones that I know aren't poisonous. Are poisonous. I stay away from them if I know they're poisonous. But king snake, man, I'll walk up behind a king snake, grab its tail, and be like, "Hey, buddy," and it'll turn around and be like, "Ah."
It's a healthy respect of poisonous snakes.
Yeah, my dad's complete opposite. Also, he's like Indiana Jones, no snakes at all.
Yeah, me.
It takes all his being to not kill the king snakes, because he also knows if you leave the king snakes alive, all other snakes will be gone. So he pulls his pistol. It's got rat shot in it when we're walking around back there on the land. And he's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, "It's a king snake, Dad." And he's like, "God, but I really want to kill it." Mm-hmm. You know, because he's like Indy, man. Not snakes, know me. I'm that way with spiders. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how tiny and harmless it is. I see a spider, I kill it. period. And we got some big ones because I moved to the country and I didn't realize how much bigger creatures get out here in the country until I lived in the country. And oh shit, the spiders out here, man, they're big. They're big. We get them big ones. What are they called? Somebody will know in the chat. Somebody will know. We get these big motherfuckers that are black, but they have a colorful ass. And their webs have like a zigzag in it.
I don't know, snakes. I avoid them like the plague.
What? Snakes or spiders?
Snakes.
I think
spiders are not a big deal. Are not a big deal for me.
Yeah, I think they're called either orb weaver or bird eater. No, bird eaters are in Africa.
Yeah, that's not here.
Yeah, no. The bird eaters are like a giant tarantula. This is just a big black spider. They get about that big, and they have a weird web that has like. When the web's complete, they do like a zigzag to finish it off.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it's an orb weaver spider.
So, Ezub says orb weaver. Okay, so yeah. I get them all the fucking time on my house. Like, I'll go outside and they'll just be on the fucking house, on the side of the house, just chilling. I'm like,
ATRW, this is the wrong continent again. Funnel webs are from Australia?
Yeah, Australia. Yeah. There are some big-ass spiders in Africa, so it's not a major mistake, Thorn, because there's some big motherfuckers in Africa. Plus, Africa has other horrifying shit that I never want to experience. Yeah. Like fucking bullet ants that have like the highest pain index in the world. No. You know? Like, what are them giant fucking ants in Africa that are like this fucking big?
Yeah.
And when they bite, when they bite, they're like the most painful. I saw a video of a crazy asshole who was like, I'm going to test the pain index of this bite. And he had one bullet ant. And he was like, hi, let it bite him. And he was like in a bed crying and sweating. And there were people like putting ice on him. And he was like,
whatever wilderness. He just lets things bite him. That's his channel.
Is that his channel? Is that who it was?
Yeah.
It was probably who I was
watching. Channel.
But yeah, I was like, you crazy. Like, why didn't you believe the guy who invented the pain index? He's done his research, right?
Why didn't you believe the people from that continent that have been bitten by them?
What's it called? The Smith's pain index or whatever it's called? Yeah, like, believe that shit. Like, that motherfucker did some tests.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, 20, it's a 20, it's a 20.
Yeah, like, I thought he'd get bit and he'd do, like, a normal, like, this really hurts reaction. Like, oh, God, that was really awful, guys. That was terrible. Let me tell you, that's the most pain. No, he couldn't talk. He was straight up like.
This is a thing that people watch for fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
I don't.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna watch that. No thanks.
No.
But that's his whole damn channel.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like it's like watching those videos. It's like watching those videos of them people eating like the hottest peppers in the world. And they end up, like, in the hospital. Like, because they're like, I'm not going to just do a little bit. On this episode, we're going to eat the whole thing all in one go. And they're like, hop! And they're like, and they swallow it. And they're like, okay, here it comes. And then it just cuts to an ambulance at the house. Yeah. Right? Like, and then it cuts to, like, their hospital room, you know? And, like, I watched one with, like, 2 girls. And they ate like a ghost pepper or something, or a scorpion pepper or something.
Yeah.
And they were crying, and the one girl was like throwing up, and then she ended up in the hospital, and she had like tubes coming out of her nose, and she was like still like throwing up in her bed and coughing and crying, and it's like, why don't no motherfuckers ever read the instructions? Like,
there's a plant called the Gimpy Gimpy plant that if you touch it, like people have committed suicide to make the pain stop.
Oh
yeah.
No. This is why we do not eat strange things. I will stick with potatoes and tomatoes because I know what they look like. Thank you very much.
The one dude accidentally wiped with it.
Oh no! Oh God!
You don't wipe with strange things either.
No, you don't just wipe with the random leaf you found.
That's no.
Like
that's how you end up sad.
We got some shit here. Like, I gotta get some more animals. I want to get some guinea fowl up here. but I'm worried that they'll.
Oh no, not guineas.
I'm worried that the jinx will chase them. Now they nest in trees, so he shouldn't. He shouldn't hurt them, because they'll fly up out of his reach. But I am worried that every time they see him, they'll start going whoop 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 whoop, and that'll interrupt even more of my trying to record and shit. But I like guinea fowl because they eat all the ticks and chiggers.
Well, that's true.
My brother got a fucking chicken, and he lives in the suburbs, but he got it for his backyard, and he ain't had a tick or chigger on his dog since.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, chickens and guinea fowl will eat the fuck out of ticks and chiggers.
Yeah.
And we get them bad here in the spring and summer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can walk out into the tall grass, come back with like 5 ticks going up your leg, and you're like, shit, son of a bitch. Motherfucker. One time he came in, I let him out on his own sometimes. I can't go out with him all the time. I got shit to do. And so I let him in, and he got brave. He's good at staying in the cut area. But I guess he got brave, decided to go in the woods, and he come back out, and I let him in the house, and he jumped up, and he was like, doing what Jinx does, and he put his paw up, and he hit me in the face with it. And I was like, get off of me! And then I felt something going up towards my eye, and I was like, what the fuck? And I went to the bathroom, and this fucking tick was making it come off his paw when he hit me in the face. This fucking tick was crawling up towards my eye. I was like, no! No! Fucking flush you down the toilet! Go to the septic tank, you motherfucker! Yeah, we get those Lone Star ticks here too.
I don't want to live anywhere near where you live. It sounds like hell.
They're just bugs. I see a tick crawling up my arm and I'm like, what? I see a water bug and I'm like, get a shoe.
Mine is the big, not specifically the large roaches with the ones that fly. I didn't know they could fly. Fuck that. I'm out.
Water bugs. That's what we call them down here in South. We call them water bugs.
Palmetto bug is what they call it in Miami.
They're a cockroach with wings. And that's why I kill them instantly, because they will fly at you.
Fuck that. It landed on my face. Fuck that. I'm out.
Yeah, it freaks you out. Yeah. I don't like cockroaches at the best of times. Now, luckily, I haven't seen any water bugs since I moved up here. Probably because of all the snakes and spiders. Because seriously, like the little garter snakes will eat the shit out of water bugs. And cockroaches and shit. But, you know what I get infested with every year?
No.
Okay? I have to tell you all this story. Everywhere Yes, I do. It has a happy ending, Weebo. Okay?
Okay, at best.
Everywhere I have ever lived in Arkansas, we get I have always had, like, consistently every spring an infestation of one insect. So when I lived, stop chewing on that up against the table. It's making noise. Anyway, when I lived with my parents, we would get water bugs. It didn't matter how clean we were, how often we vacuumed and cleaned everything and kept everything clean. My mom keeps a clean house. But we always got them. It was just in the area. When we lived at the new house, we'd get scorpions in the house. They would be crawling up the damn ceiling. Don't know why. That was just what was in the area. When I lived at the apartment, I would get sugar ants. It didn't matter if I didn't have any food out. Didn't matter how clean I kept it. Around my kitchen sink, every year, I'd get a line of fucking ants coming into the house. For some reason, I've always had at least one insect infest the place that I live. Well, I moved out here to the country into this place, and every year, without fail, in the spring, and I don't know how they're getting in, my house has ladybugs everywhere.
I feel like that's everyone.
I told you it was a happy ending, because at least they're not gross. Because ladybugs are ladybugs, you know?
Yeah.
But for some reason, they are everywhere up here on my land. They they come in through the air conditioning duct or something. Because I'll wake up and there'll be 5-6 ladybugs on my ceiling. And I'll be like, hey guys, what's up? Every spring without fail. Doesn't matter if I spray. Doesn't matter if I get the bug guy out. Doesn't matter if I keep the place clean. They just come in. They like this fucking house, man. Ladybugs love this house.
Last place we lived had an infestation of bed bugs, and I'll tell you what, there's nothing that will make you consider potentially burning every single article of clothing that you own, like bed bugs. Because we got them 3 times.
Hmm.
They can't coming back.
We have a cockroach problem.
I'm gonna be itchy tonight now thinking about it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to eat anything, and I'm glad I ate dinner already because small mercies, right?
Yeah.
You ever see a cockroach? They get from like this small to this big, and they're fast little fuckers, and they can hide in shit real easily. Like they crawl into the crevices and they nest in there and they wait and they bide their time.
Yeah, y'all live in the city, so cockroaches are going to be the most common because they breed in sewers and garbage piles and shit.
Yeah, I know.
Out here in the country, I don't hardly ever see cockroaches because I'm in the country, and other insects like spiders and little garter snakes and mice and shit like that, they fucking eat all the cockroaches.
Yeah, so
And
I
birds.
did apartment maintenance, or I do apartment maintenance as part of like my lease agreement, so we get a sweet deal on the rent, and part of that is cleaning the apartments when tenants move out. So I go up to the apartment like directly above me one day because the tenants moved out, and I'm in there and I'm like, why is the floors crawling, or why are the floors crawling?
Ha! No.
Yeah, the floors are crawling because there are cockroaches everywhere. So I'm like,
cool. Shit. The
Landlord?
outputs are not correct.
what
Now
is
this is
going on here?
awkward, and I feel bad.
Hi, Ark.
I can fix this. No, Weebo Jones. No, go ahead. So awkward. The screen.
Your head's
It's
wearing.
fine. Everything's fine. You're all fine.
Of course, Ark would be the biggest derp of
I
them
should
all.
fix the settings.
He always has to play some gimmick when he comes on. He can't just come on and chill out with the rest of us. He
Can't just be normal. He's got to be extra about it.
He has to be Abby normal.
Right in the middle of my best cockroach story, too.
I know. Want to hear the rest of the cockroach story?
See, Weebo, I sympathize with you because I used to do that job back when I had cleaning contracts. One of my cleaning contracts was to clean for the apartment building I lived in. Back in the original Magog set. You guys remember the tower?
Yep.
And that was my living room. And that apartment complex would knock some money off the rent for me for doing the cleaning jobs. And every time somebody moved out, and sometimes I get these really nice people who cleaned up and vacuumed and did everything. So all I had to do was dust the fan blades, clean out the fridge, fucking, hose down the fucking oven with oven cleaner. Because how many people do that, right? Like
No one does that.
Nobody
no
does
one
that.
does
The oven,
that.
the oven always needs
sides,
it.
too.
The oven always needs it. And then sometimes you get these people and you walk in and you're like, just burn it all. Just burn it all down. Like, what's the point? What's the point of cleaning this shit?
Well, in this apartment, it wasn't just the cockroaches that was the problem. Like, there was a leak from the apartment directly above, and it was a toilet that was leaking. And so it had saturated the drywall directly above the toilet in the bathroom. And so there's this giant hole in the ceiling, and I'm thinking that's kind of where much of the cockroach infestation came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty.
They like sewage water and that shit, and they crawl in between the in between the apartments, in between the floors. They make nests in your insulation and shit. A lot of people have cockroaches and don't even know it because they never show themselves. They're in the walls and shit. You just ignore it unless you see them.
Yep.
But that's why the bug man comes out and does his thing.
Weebo, I have a movie suggestion for you based on this story. You should go watch the movie Mimic.
No, you should watch Joe's
Mimic.
Apartment.
Yes, you should watch Mimic. Don't ignore the Magog man. Mimic. That's the one you should watch.
Are you trying to?
I'm on Team Rat.
Are you going to, wheel a 747 into your lab or something?
What?
I feel like he's directing a plane into landing.
It's like one of those airplane guiding.
He's air traffic control right now.
Yeah, something. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
No.
And
I'm
I think
having
he's
a
also
good time
trying.
surrounded by reciprocal loved ones because I'm not alone.
Okay. Did you say recyclable loved ones?
No, reciprocal.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I feel like Rat, how dare you? How dare
No,
you?
I didn't know what you meant, and I was like, is that like instant human? Just add human? I don't know what that is. You know, I wasn't.
That implies that my entire my personal circle of dear people is in fact made of plastic, rat. How dare you? How very dare you?
All right, everybody,
Yeah.
take a time out for a second. I got to read these 3 super chats before they disappear because
Okay.
I didn't have the tab open and YouTube doesn't auto populate. So if I don't have the tab open, it doesn't show them. So I've got to catch them in the chat. JTRW gave $5. Say activate everybody. Just kidding. Thanks, JT. JT gave another $5. Say hey rat. Race Jacobson wants to know where the hat is. And then he went on to say for another $5. Say it was actually Russell Dixon who wanted to know, not Race. LOL. My super chats are dumb.
Okay. Yeah. It's it's probably on a hat rack somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. It's a hat. It's hanging around somewhere.
Hats do what hats do, man.
Yeah, they're really quite unpredictable. I mean, look, that they just conveniently sit on your hat. That is a lie. They're lying to you. They get you to know you're God. And then when you least expect it, that happens.
Yeah. Of course, you could try to get one that fits your head instead of using. I'm still convinced that was a walk.
Rat.
If I may recommend,
It's a walk. It was a walk. You just broke the handle off a walk or something. It's got to be.
if I might recommend, some sort of sticky adhesive to keep it affixed to your head.
Duct tape. Yeah, that'll work.
I was thinking something a little bit more secure. For instance, Gorilla Glue.
If it's not sufficiently acclimated, it will allow Megan to force me to twerk.
What?
Then you should probably, use Gorilla Glue or Super Glue to make sure it stays stuck to your head, I would think. I mean, I wouldn't want it to fall off at the worst time, That's
Okay.
the thing.
I hear what you're saying, but if I do that, it'll whip out hair when I take it off, and then people start giving me grief about losing hair, and they've done that for years now. Every time I just get my hair cut, that's the result of the overhead lighting, and I fixed that problem.
Well,
Did you really fix that problem?
Yes. See, Megan isn't watching now,
yeah,
and look, there's
Here's
this
your
like short. I got a haircut recently.
I can't tell.
I can tell from the hole in the center of it that that's a lamp.
You decapitated a lamp?
No, it's a ceiling lamp.
It's not a walk. My fucking dreams have been crushed. Damn
He
it.
decapitated a lamp for a bit. I give him some props because literally that is a prop.
And it was a good lap too. It was a hell of a lap, and it worked really, really well because people seemed to walk instead. But the important thing is that I didn't twerk for Megan again.
Good.
Oh wait, hang on. Pause. You twerked for Omegon? Did I hear you correctly?
Not adequately.
It's a manner of
Twerked.
speaking. I mean, loosely defined, I would call it twerking. It really wasn't.
Okay, all right.
So more like pulling your ass in the general direction of the camera.
Okay,
Yeah.
but how much did he get paid to twerk for Omegon?
Oh no, we pricing twerking now?
This was very early in my YouTube career before I fully weighed all the pros and cons and risks.
I only asked because I asked you last week on the show how much to get you to twerk for the audience.
Yes.
And your
Yeah.
price was rather steep.
No. I said
Yes.
yes, but I meant no because that was in character. That's an entirely different. This is an out of character stream. What is wrong with you, Weebo Jones? You understand the division between, RP and RC.
All right, I've opened my last package, and
All right.
it's from Brian. And the first thing that was in the package is this collection of wings made out of very thin cloth.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing I could like make some fairies or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just attach them to a light bulb.
Yeah, it says they're dragonfly wings. Like, look at these. They have like the little veins inside of them.
Oh. Well, huh.
They're actually gossamer too. Like you can see through
Huh.
them. But yeah, it's like a whole collection of them. So maybe Magog can have some fairy wings or something for some alchemical, like some sort of alchemical gag. And the other thing he gave me is this huge box of AAA batteries. I had these and AA batteries on my wish list because I've got a lot of like these candles, and I got a lot of the stuff that lights up on my set requires batteries. Sure. And you'd be surprised how fast I burn through them because those candles are on every time I film.
Yeah.
And they're on every time I live stream for 2 hours straight. And you do that enough times and it burns them out. Now the candles take AA.
Yeah.
But I also need AAA because of other things. Like that tree back there has AAA. And some of the other stuff that isn't on the set but is out there in the Magog shop take AAA. So I just put batteries on my wish list so that I could stock up on my batteries so I won't need them for a while. So thank you, Brian, So the gifts tonight were from Brian and Ghost of Recon. And thank you.
Brian said, I thought you could fill a glass jar with them for the shop. And Brad Young actually had a cool idea. Those look good in a jar with a light under it.
Yeah, I actually think they would be cool if I could somehow at least take a few of them and attach them to some sort of little corpse and have like little dead fairy people inside of a display case. You know how they pin butterflies inside a little glass display case?
It's easier to find a tiny corpse than you'd think.
Yeah, maybe I can find like little tiny skeletons and put the wings on them and have them pinned.
That is good. You should absolutely do that. I remember we did that with the picture of this, and that is the thing you should do. You should put it in the back. Well, Nigronook, Midnight's mad at me. Look, in any case, I think they might have made the same point. But look, you had like 15 minutes before I even got here, but in this terrible state. How dare you be mad at me for...
I don't even know.
I didn't see what happens because I was busy looking over there at the door because Jinx is scratching. He wants back in, but I won't let him because he makes too much noise.
Nothing happened. You missed nothing.
Just
do it again. I didn't see
absolute dunce.
Nope. I'm a very professional person.
It fell. The thing fell off his head.
I'm so professional, and I'm competent, and not at all self-satirical.
His hat tried to shut him up, is what happened.
Yeah.
And the hat's done with your shit, Ark.
Marcin Johansson gave $5 say, have any of you looked into calligraphy and writing styles to show from the world of both? I think he means both.
Yes! I've done so much calligraphy, you have no idea.
Actually, yeah.
Calligraphy! Okay, well, carry on.
I was in the process of developing an actual language for like Vothan Elvish and Vothan like Keshian, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then I decided not to because mostly what I see on camera for the Magog show is going to have to be in English so that people can get the jokes. So like these scrolls and stuff. So when the camera passes by things and you see things, they're going to have to be in English. But I do try to find like medieval fonts and stuff like that in order for it to match the world. I don't just use like Times Roman numeral, or something. Yeah. So to answer your question, but thank you for the super chat. If anybody else wants to donate, I've got Streamlabs up as well. I'll check that from time to time. I know we never get as many donations when we're out of character, but just thought I'd chill it out there in case anybody wants to help our treasuries stay full.
Yeah, just
the coffers.
The world of Both. I mean, there's a lot of spies from there, from what I know.
Yeah, Botham spies or
Yeah,
A
Spies.
lot of Botham spies died.
Yep.
To bring you this show.
Yeah, they did.
Naturally.
It's terrible. Why? Oh, I'm
not wearing a walk. This really lies. But also, I can also address Streamlabs iteration.
So now, I can't make the joke that I used to because it was a walk. You know, if it was electronic, it would have been an e-walk. But
Yeah.
knowing that it's a lampshade now, it's ruined. I can't work with this.
Look, rat, you jerk.
I'll just have to come up with other bright ideas. I will.
Rat. If it's actually a lampshade to an electric lamp, it is now an Ewok, you jerk.
No. Oh.
I kind of like the idea that it's an Ewok.
Speaking of fairy wings and stuff, I think it would be really cool if I could get some sort of practical effect of an actual live fairy inside of like a jar or glass container that's moving around. Cool. I just don't know how to fucking do it. How do you get it to move?
A wire and a motor?
Yeah, but then you would see the wire inside the jar.
Not if the wire's thin enough.
It'd have to be like fishing line. Like
you'd have to like pretty thin stuff.
Plastic filament.
And then there's no telling if it would snap or not. I mean, I'm not an engineer of such things. Little gears and machinery and stuff. I don't fucking know how to do it. I have ideas, but I don't know how to implement. I just know that doing the CGI to have like a fairy in the background inside of a glass jar would be like hours of extra work for me.
Yeah.
The walk, I mean, it was a lampshade fell off my head, and this is sabotaged my ability to watch Streamlabs. I will fix this.
I got Streamlabs, don't worry.
No.
But anyway, that's why I got the jellyfish, because I thought, there's an interesting idea. If I got that little jellyfish thing, but instead of jellyfish, they were fairies, because you can't tell there's water in there.
Yeah.
It's not like it bubbles. It blows the air, and the jellyfish catch a stream of air, and it makes them move. But you wouldn't be able to tell it had water in it, and that's one way to do it, I guess, is get something like that, but instead of jellyfish, have two little fairies bouncing around in there or something.
Yeah, you might be able to, maybe you could find like a little, really like tiny little like human figure and just like glue the wings to it. Maybe that would work. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe
those jellyfish are made of rubber so that they last in the water, though. You'd have to be these wings are like a gossamer cloth. They probably dissolve.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't last. Yeah,
they wouldn't last.
Yeah. Have you checked Streamlabs recently? Because I have access to it now, and I can read Streamlabs in a perfectly sensible and perfectly rational state that is not at all chemically affected.
Yeah, I've got it. Brian gave $50. Say, here's to keep the lights on. Thank you, Brian. Everybody, thank Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
And thank you again for the batteries and the props.
Now I wonder if that ties in with the whole light lampshade joke. I don't know.
They've been very supportive. Very supportive. And I appreciate it.
Sorry. I don't know why stupid like puns are in my head right now. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah.
My brain's going off in other directions right now.
I'm not a very energetic person today. I don't know what it is about Mondays, but I am just tired.
You got a case of the Mondays. That's what you got.
Yes, this is why you stuck me to match most of the shows. That's fine. I understand.
I was perfectly willing to do an in-character show tonight because I know I'm going to be gone Friday, but everybody else was like, I'm feeling more of an OOC tonight. And I was like, fine. I just put it out there as an alternative.
My dearest associates, how dare you betray me in this fashion?
Wait,
what?
Who's betraying you?
I don't understand.
Like, I don't have a dagger or anything.
Okay, it was a bit.
You're facing I know, but you're facing the wrong way for me to use the dagger in the first place. So.
What?
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't. I don't know what's
real
going
quick.
on. I'm messing around.
Night Sun gave $5. Say, what do you think of this? And posted a link. I clicked on the link and it said, "Oops, something went wrong." So
It's an animatronic video of basically moving.
yes, he's tried to send me links before, but he doesn't realize that it's linked to his YouTube studio, and I don't have access to that.
No, I
So-
opened up the link just fine.
It doesn't open for me. It says, "Oops, something went wrong." It says YouTube Creator Studio. Oops, something went
Well,
wrong.
Yeah, no, I
Clearly,
had no
you're
problem with that.
considered part of the eldritch elite that rule our country.
You want to see
You
it?
weirdo.
You can share it if you'd like. I don't want Night Sun to have to post another super chat.
Yeah, I got you.
So if you share, if you have a link, it has to be a link to the video, but the video has to be either unlisted or public. But it has to
I
be
think this should work because I just grabbed the link directly from the hyperlink thing.
from the super chat.
I don't know how you do what
Yeah,
you do.
I grabbed it directly from the super chat, put it in my browser, and opened it. And so this should work.
I get
Put in the messages.
oops, something went wrong.
Well, maybe you need to clear your cache. When was the last time you restarted your computer there, Magog?
Here, I'll open it in the other browser where you guys are at. Maybe it's because I'm using Brave.
Some
nice.
mysterious outcome is
It
trying
is
to
working.
subtitle
Yep, there it goes.
all this babble from all of us, and I just think, dawg.
Interesting.
Is that a cat too?
Yeah, he's got a cat lit up.
That's cool.
That's
wow,
cool.
wow, Night Sun, you do real good work, man.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Those are pretty awesome.
And then he's got a third one
I don't like the
right
cat.
up there.
Oh, he's got a bat.
I like the bat. Oh,
Poe is fucked.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
look at the bat.
The bat's cool. The bat's cool.
10 out of 10, bro.
I am darkness, fear me.
I want him to start singing.
Nice.
Okay,
Very good work, Night Sun. That's very
Yeah,
impressive.
that is really cool, Night Sun.
Is Night Sun the one that sent the Blinky Nips bra to Erlyn, but she
He's
left the show, so she never got to use it.
yeah. Well, look, he sent things. I think we saw it partially. Night Sun has taken great lengths to be invested in creating props suitable for Poe, and apparently some sort of skeletal cat. I don't know. I'm only invested in the skeletal night person thingy.
Well, I would only need Poe, but the bat is cool. I don't care about cats. Bats are awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
The only thing I
not-
would be worried about with Poe because they're skeletons, the hardest thing would be to cover all the wires.
Yeah.
In the right lighting, I could probably do it if I maybe just put a piece of black cloth over the wires and then have the lighting to where all you see is the rib cage and the. I mean, what I'm saying is it's doable, but I would have to experiment with the camera settings and the lighting and all that stuff.
If you put a piece of black cloth, you put the wire against the rib cage, and then put a piece of black cloth like in a curve over it, so it kind of looks like a shadow.
Right. It would be some delicate work, but I'm sure I'd be able to. The other problem is how do you control it? Because having a real time animated Poe is fascinating to me, but how do you? If I was to say use him on SideQuest, which is a live stream, how would I cover up the sound of the gears going?
Easily.
Yeah.
That is.
You can't hear the skull. I said, okay, hold on. I swore to interrupt this thing awkwardly, but benevolently. So I want to remind you that they've got another stream out from Hex Power to donated $5 to say, for a pleasant request, Jeremy. Also, I was wondering if Penny was still coming on in the show, or if it would be a good alternative on the Monday show. Good day. Oh, wait, Monday show is normally mine. I did the Monday.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't.
Show.
I don't understand what you said to me.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I will try to eloquent better. Hex Paladin donated 5 sigma to say for a pleasant request, Jeremy. There are 3 exclamation points. How am I supposed to articulate that?
Just say it. No.
Also,
You could say-
I was wondering if Penny was still coming on in the show, or
Penny.
Rufus.
Penny.
Oh, Penny.
Female Poe.
It would be a good Poe alternative on the Monday show, which they never appear on because it's
Yeah,
not
because
mine.
there's no.
It's an Arcturus thing normally.
Here's Penny.
Good day.
I don't know if I've ever showed her, but here's Penny.
Oh, she's so cute.
And this was
She is.
this was painted and created not by me, but by Janie Bell on Twitter, and she was going to voice Penny too for me. Ooh, the screws are loose in her wing.
Oh yeah.
That one's not bad, but this one I might have to tighten that screw.
Yeah.
But it doesn't move a lot. There's not a lot of articulation with these skeletons made by Crazy Bones. But anyway, Penny's kind of pinkish, and but Janie painted this for me, and I was going to create a show for her to voice. But the problem I ran into was that the heavy scripting and editing, working with another person to do the voice because she's a female, just isn't worth doing when I'm making like pennies on ads and I'm barely scraping by to make ends meet with the donations we get. So until I'm a little bit more financially secure in this job and I don't have to worry about, my videos not making enough money, I can't really spend that much time on a series. I really love the character of Penny because she complements Poe. Because the idea was Poe is a raven, and so there's this whole kind of Edgar Allan Poe, the raven kind of connection, the very kind of gothic, midnight dreary is a line from the Raven, Once Upon a Midnight Dreary.
Yeah.
And so Penny was going to do kind of like what Poe does, but hers were going to be called Penny's Dreadful Stories. So it was kind of a play on Penny Dreadful.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to be a female Poe who's just as much of a smartass as him and just as much as a psychopath. Maybe even more so. She's going to be the female Poe, basically. And I love the idea of Janie voicing her. Janie's a real sweet young lady that follows me on Twitter, and she has her own channel, a couple channels actually, because she does a lot of satirical characters. She has like a demonic succubus character, and she has like this kind of hippie vegan character named Olive Garden.
I also spoke very well of them. They're like three characters. She would really. I don't know why I didn't work out.
And I'm not doxing her either. Her name on Twitter is Janie Bell. So
I don't know any other names, so I couldn't possibly dox them even if I wanted to.
Right, but she has all kinds of content and stuff herself. But I haven't talked to her in a while because I knew she was also moving and stuff. Like I've seen her tweets, and she's getting stuff. But I haven't been able to work with her because it's just not viable financially right now because the amount of work it takes. Because it's not like when I'm performing. When I'm performing, I can do it pretty quickly because I've been doing these characters for years. I've been doing Poe. I can sit down and do Magog or Poe video in no time because it's all in my head. But working with another person, I would have to script out the entire episode, send her the script. She would have to perform it, send it to me. Then I would have to put it all together, animate it, release it. Then we get $4.65 for ad money, and I would have to give Janie her cut of that because, I don't work with people for free. I pay my people that work with me. So of that $4.28 in ad money, I would send Janie $2 of it. And then I would get $2.85 in ad money or whatever it is for like 60 hours of work. So I'm sorry. I love the idea of Penny, but here she's going to sit until things get better for me over on the channel. It is possible to make her an alternative for the Monday show since Poe's not on Monday. And she could be like the Poe. But once again, that she would have to be available on Mondays. She would have to find a way to control the puppet for the camera and voice the character. And then she would also deserve a cut of the performance fee, the performance cost, the live the super chats and stuff, because nobody works for free with me. I'm not a slave driver, okay? I don't believe in slavery. You do work for me, you get paid.
I really hate arguing on behalf of Arcturus. I mean, I really hate it.
Yeah.
Fuck Arcturus! Fuck him!
But anyway, that explains why I haven't done Penny. Anyway, short answer, it's just not viable right now. Marcin Johansson gave $5. Say, Jeremy, as a fair point of criticism, you can't just focus on us 100 regulars and 5K viewers per Magog video. I believe some changes in order. Tried. Outside of just destroying Magog and starting a new channel, trying something new, that's not the Magog character. Maybe just doing stuff as me. That's the only thing I haven't tried, is to quit Magog and quit on all the dreams of having a big show and building a village and all these wonderful characters I created and all the wonderful people I do side quest with that created characters in my world. I'd have to just nix all that, create a new channel, and start from fresh and try to do something else. Because I've tried everything else. I have channels on alternative websites. I've got a new channel on Odyssey now. I've got BitChute. I'm doing multiple videos a week to try to boost my numbers and get boosted in the algorithm. And I'm doing multiple live streams, side quest, solo live streams as the character Magog. I mean, I tried doing regular comedy, like heavy edited comedy. I spent all that money building the shop so that I can shoot little movies, and I tried that, and they got shit views, and nobody watched it. What do you guys want from me? I don't know what else to do,
You have not given your soul.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not always in character, so Arcturus can be.
And Kaz mentioned that in the stream. The numbers are going up slowly. They are. The more content I do, I'm seeing a slow rise in numbers again. It's just going to take a long time.
Yeah, and
like
also new avenues of promotion should be. Look, this is a good thing to stress, and I stress this on stress test in my darkest moments as well. But let's say, hypothetically, you can't support the streams with money. Okay, I get you. I understand. I've been there. I'm possibly, in fact, still there. But you can, recommend us to your friends, to your enemies, and random people be on the street just to see the expressions on their face.
Yeah, the problem is that there's just something in the algorithm that doesn't like my videos. Maybe it's because I do politics still, or maybe it's because I was blacklisted a long time ago, and now I'm still blacklisted or whatever.
I think I know what it is.
Or maybe people it's a niche market. Like, a lot of people don't want to watch some wizard in a black robe read the fucking news to them and joke around. They want somebody like Tim Pool, a serious news person or whatever. I don't know.
I think the only thing that you haven't tried that would make you a raving success is probably opening an OnlyFans at this point.
Yeah, yes.
Well, he might be onto something with the Tim Pool angle. I mean, maybe Magog, have you tried wearing a beanie?
Oh, God.
You tried wearing a beanie.
Put a beanie on and never take it off, ever.
Only the beanie, just the beanie.
Hold on, I got a beanie right here.
I
got a beanie right here.
Just the beanie.
There you go.
I have full faith in this venture, and I am proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, you did
What the fuck?
Whoever got this for me, I can't remember who got it for me. It's one of the packages I got like months ago, but whoever got it for me got me the wrong size. My big ass fucking head. So it sticks up like one of those Russian hats, and I feel like doing the huh, 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 huh.
Yeah.
Rasputin.
Yeah.
Russia's greatest love machine.
Only problem is you don't have a obvious receding hairline that you're trying to hide.
No, I have a full, beautiful head of hair with a widow's peak. Because
It's quite nice.
I have good fucking Viking genetics. So yeah. Anyway, I know it sounds really depressing to talk about, stuff like that and how my channel's been doing and everything, and why I haven't been doing the heavy content. Like, I know a lot of you watching loved the Legend of Magog stuff, like Kettlehead
Oh yeah,
and all that stuff, but
Kettlehead was hilarious.
Yeah,
it did suck that it didn't get the views. I was
but I
just
mean,
as passionate about that as you were.
It got the same amount of views as my normal daily content.
Yeah,
But it took me 4 days to film.
I know.
I'm kind of still on like what Spooky was saying with TikTok, because TikTok's hot as fuck now, and it can at least bring some new viewers, like more butts in the seat, so to speak.
Yeah, Spooky.
Oh, Bill got you the hat.
Oh, it was Bill. Sorry, Bill, it's the wrong size, because there's no way for you to know on camera how gigantic my head is. I have such a massive head. I have a fucking fat boy head, man.
No, but like with TikTok, because you got like 1 to 3 minute short videos. Just
yeah, and I have a plan to do that. I've got TikTok downloaded and a profile created.
I am ready to stitch things to help, because I'm addicted to TikTok. Now this is Spooky's fault.
Yeah, but I have to do it my way as Magog. Magog can't just be like dancing to show tunes or something. Like, I'm gonna have to find a way to do what I want to do with it. Because at the same time, as much as I want this to be my job and I have to make money, so I'm doing this kind of short daily content where I like pull up a news article and talk about it, or I make fun of somebody or something like that, which is what I've always done. I've just been able to shorten it down and cut it down to a reasonable editing process so that I'm not doing such heavy productions all by myself for very little views. I still want to maintain what Magog's all about. I don't want to sacrifice the whole aesthetic just to do, like, I don't want to do a TikTok where Magog dances to some modern pop song or sings along to it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I've got to figure out a way to do my own thing. But I am going to try.
Oh, no. I just pictured you and all dressed up as Magog, but like trying to dance like Carlton.
I'm on board.
I could
do
do
it.
That would be hilarious.
No, that's not a good idea.
I want to see it.
Right? Each one of these links I try to open, it says, oops, something went wrong. I do not know what's going on. But when you post it, Weebo, I can click on it and it opens up. I don't get it.
There is an entire medieval fantasy genre on TikTok. Lord Tarantula said. He's right. There's a lot of cosplayers that are basically like medieval characters. And they'll pick sounds that somewhat like fucking match and just do a medieval kind of take on them.
Yeah, but I want to do like little joke TikToks because that's what I am at the end of the day. A lot of people forget that I'm a comedian, and I'd like to do something that's more along the lines of like Magog's like quest journal, and I could be like out in the woods with my cell phone, but it's his viewing crystal, and can be saying some funny jokes or do something that I can do in like 30 seconds, But you also have to be careful on TikTok, like with cursing and things like that, because they will ban you quicker than shit for that. They're not like you. They're kind of more strict than YouTube because they want to maintain being really family friendly, and so
they are.
You've got to be careful with saying certain words and things like that, which I can do. I can try to shift my. I'm so used to saying the word fuck that it's going to be difficult not to, but you can't on TikTok. At least YouTube lets you say fuck. Within reason. But yeah, anyway,
I posted the link from the last super chat in the side messaging thing.
Yeah, when I try to open it, it tries to take me to Creator Studio, which is weird.
Can I tell you something?
Because it works just fine when you give me the link, so.
It's because I'm special.
Oh, that's 20 minutes. We can't watch that.
That's for you for later.
Yeah, that's for me for later.
Magog alone time.
Yeah, I'll save that link up there. But Marcin Johansson gave $5 to say, Jeremy, you misspelled my name twice. At first I thought it was just a regular mistake, but now I'm starting to think It's Jeremy. That's an alternative spelling, just to let you know. It's no big deal that you do. I'm not upset. I'm just saying in case you want to.
Next time, spell it with a G.
Yeah, Jeremy. Jeremy, may I recommend Veritasium's video called "Clickbait is Unreasonably Effective as a Component"?
It is.
Of course, it is. What do you think? Okay, perfect example. I did a video. I did 2 videos last week as Poe because shit was going on and Jinx was making too much noise. And one of the videos was about like some bullshit thing that I just wanted to cover because I thought it was funny. The other video was about a footballer's wife fighting the NFL over their COVID restrictions. And so in the thumbnail, I put her picture, and she's like a supermodel with huge bajonkadonks on her chest.
Yeah.
All right, and she's got great cleavage.
Massive
that video, the other video of the funny thing that I just thought was cool, got like 3,000 views. That video got like 6. Like, my views double when there's like a half-naked chick in my thumbnails. Just throwing it out there. Clickbait.
Magog. Oh.
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
The chat. They're misspelling your name horribly.
Good Jeremy. I see. Good Jeremy. Thanks, Thorn. Good Jeremy.
That was me.
Good Jeremy Del Toro.
Yeah.
I see it. I see it.
Thank you.
Let's make it happen.
But yeah, I know things are tough as a character because like YouTube rewards quantity over quality, and that's just the way it is right now. I don't know what else to do besides just retiring the character and moving on. Besides either that or just stick with it and tough it out, and maybe I'll get my break one day. But yeah, one day maybe I can do Penny. It's just a whole lot of work for very little pay right now, and I really need to focus on my job so that I don't, so I can pay my bills. So anyway, yeah, that's it. Good Jeremy has spoken. Night Sun gave $5. Say, thanks for showing the video. Fiza, would you like the bat? Address is missing.
Yeah, I removed it because I've been having some serious problems with my P.O. box and actually getting mail. Like, that Warhammer was supposed to be to me like a month and a half ago, and I just got it last week.
If you wanted to send it to me, I can make sure I get it to her.
I would actually, I'd appreciate that, Weebo, if you could do that. If you could send it to Weebo, she can get it to me.
Yeah.
I
got you, fam.
Ark
Thank
bounced
you.
out without saying anything. Bye, Ark.
Wait, you just noticed that?
He's been gone for a bit.
Yes.
Well, he did say he was going to crash the show for a little bit, but I didn't know he left because I was busy talking.
He did do that. He did, in fact, do that.
I just read something off. I was looking at something. Does anyone know what vegan chicken is? Is that really a thing?
Yes.
Fake chicken.
Yeah, vegan chicken nugget.
What? Like,
they're actually really good.
I don't understand.
Yeah, they actually are surprisingly good for what they are.
That's a new thing that didn't seem to make sense to me. Like, I just didn't understand what it was.
For something that's pretending to be meat, they're surprisingly tasty.
Okay, so they've even gone beyond beef now. They have like the like incognito or whatever it is, right? So now haven't you ever heard of that?
You know, the only problem I have with incognito is they have the most obnoxiously aggressive fucking motto.
But yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that they had progressed beyond beef. I thought that was the only thing they had made. I didn't know they had made chicken now. I didn't understand that. So
it's
called tofu. No, tofu is tofu. That's a totally different thing.
It's flickin'.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like flora and chicken combined, so it's flickin'. I don't know.
It's flickin' wings.
It's fake chicken wing.
It's fake chicken wings. Flickin'.
Call them Huggy nuggies.
I call them, get that shit out of my face.
They're actually not that bad, I
They really
swear.
aren't.
Sure, lies and deceit.
Some of the vegetarian stuff, when some asshole isn't trying to shove it down your throat and making you feel like a bad person for not eating it, is actually quite good.
I wasn't like trying to I'm not trying to like make fun of it or anything. I wasn't aware that they had made like chicken and other meats other than beef. I thought that they had only done beef. I didn't realize that chicken and the rest of them were things. So like, I'm assuming there's some sort of vegan pork at this point.
Yeah, Marcia had specifically chickpeas. Yeah, a lot of them are like chickpea based.
Huh.
Oh yeah, chickpea substitutes are a godsend because they're
I just
higher
didn't
in
know.
protein.
Didn't know it was a thing. So sorry.
Yeah. They actually have these vegan cookies. There's like a very specific brand. I think it's like, oh gosh, I can't remember, but there's a very specific brand, and it's better than I think I've ever had a chocolate chip cookie in my life. It's they're soft and they're gooey and they're delicious.
Vegan ginger snaps are actually better than regular ginger snaps.
Like, I'm not trying to push veganism, but there are certain products that are fantastic. And I would
I'm sure
only
it can be
know
done right. I just
that
have
they
never
exist because I
never
tried
tried it.
them.
Yeah, but the problem comes down to like the Catholics have good wine. That doesn't mean I'm gonna buy into their fucking religion just to drink their wine.
No, of course not. You don't buy into the religion, but you can still indulge in.
No, I'm not gonna even
thing.
indulge. Fuck them.
Right.
Is that really a thing too? Catholics make good wine? I didn't know that.
Well, they're
Is that-
Italian, so
Mhm,
yeah,
yeah.
they have good wine.
Well, like I don't know. The one time I had wine at
Not all Catholics
anything
are
like-
Italian, but you get what I'm saying.
I know, but the weird thing is, the one time I was in a Catholic church and they had wine, I saw the bottle. It was Manischewitz. That's Jewish, I thought. So I was confused by it.
Well,
You know.
It's,
You haven't gone to a proper Catholic church, and then
Well, it's Nebraska.
well,
People
they
probably
don't
got it
waste
wrong.
they don't waste the good stuff on communion. Communal
I
wine is cheap,
suppose.
and
Yeah,
for
I
kids they
suppose.
use grape juice. It's hilarious.
oh yeah.
But anyway, I was making a wisecrack. It was nothing against any actual Catholics watching. I was just
No. I just you brought it up and it reminded me of the whole.
I love it when
Yeah,
the priest
yeah.
breaks out the box of wine.
Oh, but he
It's like
absolutely
apparently Jesus' blood is now boxed up and
I went to a Baptist church once, and the host was Wonder Bread, like an actual fucking bag of Wonder Bread. He lifted it, and it was still in a fucking bag. I could see it from all the way back to hell there.
when you can't get the little wafer crackers, man, you gotta fucking improvise. Whatever.
The body, the blood of your Lord Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
It's really
This is
good that the
grape
regular
juice.
Wonder Bread dipped in the grape juice is really fucking good.
He's pulled out the Wonder Bread. It's officially the whitest church on the planet.
I've seen it. I've seen communion performed with like saltine crackers before, but that was weird.
I've seen it done with Chex Mix.
I suppose, if it works, I guess, right? I don't know.
Any bread works. Bread is the body, and
Yeah.
wine is the blood. What
Yeah, and
does it
also
matter? It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be the Vatican name brand wafers. Okay, you can totally
Right.
go.
Picture said
You can
Baptist
totally
church.
go Sam's Club, and save $1.
Yeah.
This church used wine. I don't know if maybe it's a northern versus southern thing, but they had wine.
I don't know. I
Um,
don't look into it that much. Or just
Let me catch up on these real quick. Marcin Johansson gave $10. Say we know you and like your content. It's the viewer that stumbles across your channel that you're after. Why didn't they stick around? What did they value more? Showed my cousin the video as a test. I can't answer that. I do the comedy I do, and if it's not to somebody's taste, they don't watch me. I'm sorry that not everybody's into dark wizards making fun of people. It's a niche market. How many other dark wizards do you know making fun of people? I don't know. I thought I had a pretty good niche going. I think I'm the only one on YouTube, at least. I can't answer that. I just do what I try to do, the stuff that I like to do, and that I think other people would like. I do the comedy that I do, and It either works for you or it doesn't. I can't force people to watch me.
No, I'm sorry. I just looked at the chat. Christ checks.
No.
That's a Dane Cook joke. That's a Dane Cook joke.
I forgot all about it.
Yeah, you guys remember Dane Cook?
Yeah, I do.
Unfortunately.
Night Sun gave $5. Say thanks for showing the video. Faisal, would you like the? Oh, I already said that one. Did he? Man, YouTube rearranged these backwards. Okay, did that one. JTRW gave $5. Say, is it okay if I make side quest great moment compilations for each season? I have quite a bit of them written down. Maybe I can upload them to you. Sure.
Yes.
Go right ahead. Yeah. I'll put them out on the channel.
100%.
Yeah, I'll tag you in it too and everything so people know who made it. I can be like at the bottom. Compilation by JTRW.
Yeah.
You know, but and then Marcian Johansson gave $10. Say, sorry about the spelling. Out of embarrassment, I won't spell the name before reviewing the stream. What about humor in the foods of Voth? People love weird, esoteric foods. It just has to be catchy.
Cooking vlog.
Yeah, cooking vlog. I'm willing to try different things.
That
but
would actually kind of work cool for fucking TikTok.
Yeah, but I would have to cook.
Yeah, so?
I'm not. A lot of people are like, can you cook, Jeremy? And I'm like, yeah. You poke holes in the plastic bit. You put it in the microwave.
Oh, no.
One
of those.
Time to learn how to cook.
I can barbecue, and I can.
No, use the stove.
I can barbecue, and I can cook things that you got to understand that I'm single. I don't have a family. I don't have a wife or a girlfriend. I cook for myself, so I buy little things that I can just throw together real quick and eat. Okay, that's what I do. I buy like steamed vegetable bags, and you just put them in a pot on the stove with a little water, and you boil them, and you steam them, and then you eat them. I don't sit there and fucking. A lot of people are obsessed with cooking, and they have this giant kitchen. My brother's that way. He makes his own fucking bread and shit, you know. But I'm over here. I'm like, pour the bag in, read instructions, half cup of water, 12 minutes, done. And that's because I'm not a big fucking. I'm not gonna sit there and spend 3 hours cooking a meal for myself. Okay, I'm just not. I'm a throw a pizza in the oven guy right now in my life, okay? Cooking is not that interesting to me. And in this place, the one complaint I have, even though this place was pretty cheap, and it's a good starter home, and I was able to move up here to land and get out of that expensive apartment, but the one gripe I would have is that it's not a very big kitchen. It's like smaller than an apartment kitchen. I have this much counter space. It's kind of hard to do like a big meal preps and stuff when you ain't even got the counter space.
Yeah, that's not much space.
Like the toaster and the toaster and the toaster oven take up like half of my counter. I have this one spot on my counter where I can make a sandwich. Without dropping shit on the floor because it's big enough for the plate to sit on. Yeah. Like I wish I had more counter space, but I don't. Maybe one day when I get a proper home and a proper kitchen, I'll learn how to cook some more stuff. I do admit, though, I don't care. You guys could be good at cooking all kinds of shit and be like, I'm the best at this, and you should try my fucking homemade blah, 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 and this and that, and I make the greatest homemade lasagna. You guys got all of that stuff, and I'm proud of you. But you ain't got shit on me when it comes to homemade chimichangas, because I got you beat, I guarantee it. Y'all ain't never had my chimichangas, but if you ever do one day, you will fucking drool and die if you can't have them ever again. I was more
thinking of like getting like the necro nom 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 and then making shit out of there.
If I could find a way to get the food, I would totally do some funny videos with Magog eating Voth
There's
food.
Also like a D&D cookbook that I thought was kind of cool. I have a couple cookbooks on my Amazon wish list.
I'm just not a cook. If I had somebody who could prepare the meals for me and then help me set up the whole thing, it's kind of hard when I don't know the first fucking thing about cooking fancy shit or anything. But if I can get the food...
All you gotta do is subscribe to Tasty, and watch all their videos. And there you go. That's how you learn how to cook.
I can't stand Tasty.
I had to stop watching them because I just couldn't stop watching.
You ran out of basic shit to do, and now they're just like clickbaiting people with like.
What I should do is make fun of the Earth realm by using magic to transport food from the Earth realm. So I could do these TikToks where it's like, "What is this? What is a Funyun?" And then I like eat one, and I'm like,
could also react.
and then I just look at the camera and go, and then it cuts to me like on like a medieval, like I'll get my couch, but I'll put like furs on it to make it look like a medieval setting, and Poe could be up there, and then I could have like the smoke machine so it looks like I've been smoking, and I'll have the Funyuns, and I'm like, "Hey man, you know," and Poe could be like, "What?"
What you should do is find some of those terrible, like, 3-minute craft fucking recipes that are just absolutely disgusting. You're like, why are you not cooking the pasta? What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, reacting to food people? Yeah, I could do that.
Oh, God, some of them are so fucking bad.
I could do, but I want to do skits because I'm a comedian. That's where my true passion lies, and that's what I'm good at. I'm not one of these people that are, everybody always has some advice for me on how to make my channel grow and stuff, and it's always shit that I don't fucking like to do. Like, people are like, you should play video games for 4 hours straight as Magog, and I'm like, you know what that would do to my voice? Plus, I don't like playing that many video games. Like, I'm not a gamer. I'm not a big gamer. I like some video games and I like to play, but they're kind of a hobby, an escape. I don't like to...
Ooh. I have an idea. All right, so it's Magog cooking, right? But every single time he's like even like 5 seconds away from finishing the recipe, it just blows up in his face.
Yeah.
Like there is a big flaming tower of fire accidentally.
Doesn't matter how well you did, it just ends in pillar of flame.
Once again, a lot of what you're getting into, I've already done. One, if you watch some of my old videos, I've had potions explode in my face and the tower's blown up. Rufus has cooked me alive. I used to do stuff like that. The problem is that kind of stuff takes hours and hours and days to animate, and then I get like 3,000 views. It's like I'm working for slave wages.
You actually have...
I can't do a real explosion. I can't. I have contact lenses in. I have nobody to help me film.
Oh, right.
I'm blind as a fucking bat. Right? Like,
yeah, you're right.
I put an explosion in front of my face. Even if it's meant as a joke, just one wrong move with those contact lenses in and they'll get fried to my eyeballs. Okay?
You're right. This is a horrible idea.
This is a horrible fucking idea. I have to animate it with like an animation fire explosion thing. Like, I can't do it for real. Okay? Like, a lot of people don't get that too. They don't understand what goes into this whole thing. Like the makeup and the lighting and the performance of it. It's not as easy as you might think. I don't have a cameraman. I don't have a production crew. I'm a one-man show. And I have all this shit on. And I can barely see my screen. I'm very limited in my capabilities right now. I have 1,000 skits. I have notebooks of funny skits written down that I would love to do one day. But if nobody's watching and I'm not making all that much money, I can't really do them because then I'll end up in the poorhouse because they take so long to film and edit and create, you know. So a lot of my skits that I already have written are just complicated. They're just too complicated right now for me to do. Anyway, so I have to simplify it in order to make this my job, in order to do my job and get content out as much as possible. But anyway, I'm done harping on that. It makes it sound like I'm bitching about not being popular or something, and that's not me. I just like to do what I like to do, and hopefully people like it too. That was, I'm not all about, I want to be world famous and millions of subscribers. I just want to get by. It would be nice to get a few more views. Yes, it would be nice to get a few more dedicated watchers. But I'm not like an egocentric YouTuber, TikToker. I don't want to be like, what do they call them? Influencers. Social media influencers. I don't care about that. I just want to do my comedy. Sadly, the kind of comedy I do is kind of not all that popular these days. That very kind of Monty Python, Mel Brooks, kind of style, that very kind of satirical, sarcastic, kind of written comedy, performance comedy, you know. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm
Magoo is a one-woman show.
right.
Yeah.
And Marcin Johansson gave another $5. Say, first episode, Magog learns how to cook in the Earth Realm. Title, Dark Magic Wizard Blows Up Kitchen. Yeah, we talked about that. I saw somebody say something earlier that that piqued my, like, where is it? It was somebody said something. I noticed it. Now it's fucking gone. There it is. Magog, it's from Shiners. Magog, I only found you 4 months ago. Really love the Necromancer Wizard. Please don't give up. This will take off all of a sudden. Please stick it out. It's been 5 years. I'm not making fun of you. I just wanted to do that joke. I'm hoping it does. But yeah, I've been doing this since 2017, so things have changed over time. I started off in that kind of counterculture, anti-SJW sphere, and then I moved out of it. But I still just want to do dark comedy, make fun of people, make fun of things that I fucking disagree with and hate, or that are just stupid. That's what I love to do. But my true passion is actual written and performed comedy. But I would need a cameraman and other actors to interact with. Doing one show all by yourself, very kind of Charlie Chaplin. It's hard to do with all the stuff that I put in my face. I can't even see myself with the contacts. I can't even see myself in the little camera. So I don't even know if I'm like, I'm figuring it out.
Has to do Streamlabs.
Oh yeah, I got to do those next. And finally, we'll get to Streamlabs. Sorry. Hex Paladin gave $5 to say, for a pleasant request, Jeremy. Also, I was wondering... Oh, that's the one Ark read before he left. Hex Paladin gave $2 to say, Rufus or Penny would only need to have a full image instead of using their webcam. Rufus could have a huge dragon eye image since he is so big. Yeah.
Just an eye looking in a window.
That's not the problem. It's very easy because I do Poe. I do this, and I control it. The thing is, I do Poe. We bring somebody else on to do Penny or Rufus. That's yet another person everybody has to split their share with. And that's fine with me if you guys want to do that on Monday. But that's up to the Monday people.
The first thing I can think of there, though, is you're also running the controls of all of it. How
I'm controlling the stream.
Call be doing that. How would someone in the call be doing that too?
Something we'd have to figure out because I don't
even know how to do. I wouldn't even know where to start. So
yeah.
Coordination.
It's very difficult. They would have to have, on their end, they would have to have their camera set up as a digital camera. Like, not a digital camera, but like they'd have to run it through OBS and control it and port OBS to the call so that when they talk, it would just show whatever images they have up. And then just control it with the keyboard.
Yeah.
So I'd have to teach them how to do that. It wouldn't be hard. Because it's only like 3 or 4 images.
Theoretically, if you wanted to make it really simple and it was Rufus, and it was just an eyeball in a window, it could be a looping animation too.
Yeah, it just would blink now and again or whatever.
Yeah. That would be really simple.
Rufus is tough though because there's only one person who I've always imagined voicing Rufus, and he's not going to be a regular. He'd be a guest now and again, but he couldn't be a regular because he's got his own shit going on. But my good friend Undoomed promised to voice Rufus one day if I ever got my sitcom off the ground and actually had an animated dragon or a puppet of some sort or something. That's the dream one day, is that Undoomed is the voice of Rufus. Because it's got to be a deep growling Rufus is
Could you imagine doing this all show? Like for
Yeah.
2 hours? 2
No.
hours talking like this.
I can't even do that right now.
Look, this is the deepest that I can go.
We're very female. I could probably get a little deeper than you, but that's all.
This is the deepest I can go.
Yeah. If you go back to the original Rufus videos before I met Undoomed, I did the voice of Rufus.
And it was this voice. It was my devil, my sinful voice, my demon voice, my growl. And it's real deep. It's real deep way back here. And it itches. So doing it for long periods of time is very difficult. And I would have to... It's got a little bit of Wishmaster in it. Just make your wishes, like that. It's very interesting. Voice work is very, very fascinating to me. I enjoy voice work so much, and I can alternate between the two. It's very, very easy to do Magog next and make it interesting and funny and weird.
And also do some weird shit, too. And kind of bounce back and forth.
Between the two. So interesting and fun to do. I like experimenting with things.
Making my throat feel funny. I don't like. Ugh. I don't have the ability to do too much different variants in my voice. I can't do that. I mean, I'm sure that there are probably ways to trade.
Oh my God.
Anything, but I can't.
JTRW in the chat got it. That's a big inspiration for that voice too.
I'll get you, Gadget.
That's
yeah, Dr. Claw.
That's Dr. Claw. Right?
Yeah.
I can almost get there. I'm right there.
You gotta draw it back, way back in the throat.
I don't use that part of my damn throat very often. Ha! Okay.
But
I can't touch that joke.
Oh God. I think I have tonsillitis from listening to you right now.
Could you
gotta
imagine?
deep throat the air.
Could you imagine if a guy started talking to you like this during sex? Just be like banging your way, be like, yeah, turn over, and show me your ass.
Nope.
I like
Nope.
that.
Nope.
spank.
Stop it.
It's
You
terrifying.
like that?
Oh,
You like that? Do you?
What was that?
I don't like that. I don't hate that.
Can I spit on your butthole?
You cannot.
What was that movie with the demons and like Jonah Hill and Danny McBride and all them?
Oh, somebody wants me to say something. Skooma Dealer wants me to say,
Autobots roll out.
That's close.
it's not bad. It's not bad. But you get why I want Undoomed to voice Rufus. Because that's just how he sounds. He doesn't have to do a voice. He just sounds like he physically eats 3 packs a day. He doesn't smoke them. He just...
Yeah.
he eats Marlboros for lunch. Just a whole pack.
Does he have like that thing that what's his face? That creepypasta dude does, like with his voice, where he actually has a medical condition
I know
that
he,
makes his oh my gosh.
What's his name?
Autobots roll out.
He actually
It's
has
more like
a
that,
horror
isn't it?
thing.
I had to bring it up an octave. Autobots roll
I
out.
know who you're talking about. It's bothering me that I don't remember his
Corpse
name.
husband.
Corpse husband. Yeah.
That okay, so
He has a
Corpse
health
husband,
issue.
he has an actual health issue that makes his voice
Yeah.
the way that it is.
Yeah, that
So-
I think that happened with like Undoomed. I don't remember if he told me or not, but Undoomed did something happened to him and it made his voice that way.
Corpse husband has said that he's eventually going to lose his voice completely.
Mm-hmm. That's what I did
Yeah.
hear too.
Oh, and a lot of people, I don't know if David's saying that because he thinks I'm using a voice altering machine or not, but I'm not.
Hands up. I'm not hitting any buttons.
This is me.
You can do it all day, baby. All
Can you
day.
really do that all day? I dare you to do it for an entire day straight.
I have before on a dare. My friends told me never to do my demon voice all day, but it's not like I was talking constantly, so it was very easy. If I had to talk constantly, like if I had to record a reciting of Shakespeare with that voice, it would be like that scene from Death Clock where he's like, I'm gonna do it all in one sitting. And by the end, he was like,
Completely unrelated. There's a wiener in my lap.
There's a wiener. Oh, hi,
Oh.
wiener.
Yep.
Because join.
Oh, David's saying use a voice-altering machine that saves the voice. Yeah, true. I could do that. For Rufus, maybe. I'd have to find the right voice-altering software or whatever to see if it works good. Because a lot of times people can tell it's digital. You know?
Yeah.
Which would be okay for a live stream, right? Like, I would have to do Mondays and Fridays and do 6 to... Or was it... Usually I do like 9 to 12 videos a week. And then I'd have to do my regular live streams too, my solo live streams in the middle of the week. So that'd be a lot of voice acting and a lot of work, and I could do it, but boy, I'd wear myself out quick. Doing 2 side quests a week. We've done that before, guys. Remember last season? Boy, that was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be him asking me, technically. Weebo and Rat weren't here.
Zeke Flyheight wants me to say
A smooth sarsaparilla.
in that voice. So there you go.
Huh?
I don't know what that's from. Where's a smooth sarsaparilla from?
Not sure.
I know sarsaparilla was a drink they drank in like the Old West. But
Yeah, the only thing I can think of that even mentions sarsaparilla in movies right now was like The Big Lebowski. That's not right.
the dude abides.
That was Sam Elliott wanted a sarsaparilla.
Right.
Yeah.
Lunashine gave $100 to say, "This is how much I value seeing that skit with Magog and Poe stoned on the couch."
Aww.
I guess I'll have to figure out a way to do it now. For $100, I'll fucking do it. I'll do that skit. I'll figure out a way to do that skit. I can't work on it this week because I got friends coming into town, but I'll work on it next week after they leave.
Well, we're talking. We're talking about all the voice actor work and the voices and stuff. The only like thing I know that still like trips me out about voice actors is the guy who voiced Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen, also did the fucking weird click things for the Predator.
Yeah,
that's still like I'm just like
Peter Cullen done a lot.
He's done a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I just didn't know he did both.
He's just most famous for Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
but he's done work all through.
I'm more interested in the fact that he did the Predator thing. I was like,
yeah, he did all the clicks and the the weird
growls and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Yeah, but and also we got a Not Lyra donated $10 to say penis. So, Not Lyra donated $10 to say penis. Not Lyra, sure. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Lyra. Anyway, yeah, Chatmart's in the chat right now. Hey, chat. I don't know if you just caught my whole voice acting spiel. I do want to do a character with this voice because you guys, this is how my drill sergeant in the basic training sounded. Get on your fucking faces, you ass clowns. And I really want to do like a city guard or a town guard that like just wears the helmet, so it's nothing but the voice that interacts with Magog. So maybe I can get, if I could get somebody in real life to stand next to me, like a friend of mine, just to dress up, I'll do the voice work.
Could you please say the poison for Cusco in that voice?
The poison for Cusco.
He's very cronky.
It's very close to him. Yeah, it's not bad. It's very crunk. Who is that? Help me out. The voice. He did Joe in Family Guy and The Tick. And
I'm blanking on his name.
What else is he in? Did he act at all, or was he?
He was in the B movie.
Oh, he's been in tons of movies.
He was
Patrick
gaslit in the B movie to the.
Is that the same guy?
Yeah, Patrick Warburton. Yeah,
okay, I wasn't sure if that was the same guy or not.
It's very Patrick Warburton sounding.
They did my boy Patrick dirty in the B movie. All right, I'm still not over it.
Yeah, but I like that. I like that voice, and I know people can kind of be like, it sounds like Patrick Warburton. So it would be really cool to do like a town guard who's like, "Hey, Magog, what are you up to? It's something illegal, isn't it?" No. What are you talking about? I'm not doing anything. Yeah, you are. I got my eye on you, buddy. I got my eye on you. The hell are you talking about? My voice is getting a little strained, so it's hard to do Magog right after. Enough of that.
I need to pull my head under my ass and start practicing voices.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay, I didn't lose Magog. Thank God. It was just a little something in my throat. That's all. Yeah, it's very Patrick Warburton. But seriously, when I was in basic in Lackland, most people would know the term drill sergeant, but we actually called them TIs, training instructors. But wide brimmed hat. This is how he sounded. And he would chew our asses, call us ass clowns. It was great. It was good times.
I don't know if I could have got through that. I'd have been in trouble. I'd have got thrown out or something. Or just beat to death, probably.
I'm about to lose my military bearing up in here. So, anyway, I think that's the end, guys. I think that's the end of the Super Chats and the Streamlabs. I think I got them all. Thank you again, Luna Shine, for the $100 donation. I will do some sort of stoner skit with Poe here soon in the next couple of weeks, I guess. I mean, since you donated, I'll do it. It'll just be a short, funny skit that I'll put up on the main channel. It won't be like super long. Like my normal videos responding to like news from the Earth Realm or some sort of article. Those can go, anywhere between 6 and 10, 12 minutes long. But this will be just more of a skit. But I'll have to set up everything,
Yeah.
Maybe Jinx can like lay in my lap while I'm like stoned out of my mind. I can't actually show drug use though. Maybe I could use my like long wizard pipe. I got like a long wizard pipe up there. Maybe I could have like smoke and be like.
I think the implication is enough.
Yeah, right.
That's like some Cheech and Chong shit right there.
Right. So yeah, I'll write it and perform it. I'll do that. That's a quick little skit. Maybe I could start doing stuff like that on the main channel. Besides doing the responses to, maybe like once a week, I can just work on a nice skit. It may only be like 2 minutes long, but it would get me back to my comedy chops because that's what I truly want to do is actual comedy. I don't want to just always pull up some article or image or video and make fun of it. That it's more of a response, and I like that stuff. That's where I cut my teeth, but my real passion is in actual comedy, and I want to start doing more of it, So, anyway, does any of you guys have anything to say? Because we're coming towards the end of the show.
Hitsugi made a super chat.
Oh, did she? Oh, yep.
Yeah.
$2. She says, "Hi, gang. Love you guys."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hitsugi, thank you.
She's so sorry she's late.
Well, you can be forgiven, but no one else can. I refuse.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys have anything to say, I think I've talked enough about the channel and the content and all that stuff. It is what it is, right?
Yeah. No, I don't really have much to say. I mean,
nope.
I'm trying to produce a video to get it out
You guys
before the start of the month.
I'm trying to stream when I damn well feel like it. That's my schedule, is when I damn well feel like it, because I cannot make any promises beyond that.
Well, I also do cocktail hour every Sunday night from 7:30 to whatever it is that we end up stopping. Or whatever my bedtime is. Who's that?
Yeah,
I not invited to cocktail
totally
hour.
forgot
Cocktail
about
hour. It's a stream between me and Polydub.
Oh, never mind. I thought you meant like literally drinking. Sorry, never mind.
Oh yeah, no, we actually do drink, and sometimes we have guests, but it's very, very far between. I mean, if you want to come up, I can ask you if he minds having a guest.
Okay.
Are you free this Sunday?
Maybe. I need to find my schedule.
We'll talk about it.
You might want to have to figure out your camera because right now you look like pixelated porn from the 90s.
I don't know what's wrong.
Actually, yes, I feel like I've seen this episode of.
It's too late for me to figure it out.
Stepbrother, no.
You look like somebody who's trying to like. Somebody's trying to like fucking pirate Red Shoe Diaries by hacking into their neighbor's cable.
I look like somebody. I look like a bootleg version of whatever's in theater that was like filmed on a fucking 90s camcorder.
Yeah.
Yep, that's about right.
Don't download them if they say HD cam because they're lying.
No, it wasn't. It was on a fucking CD, and I bought it in a gas station parking lot.
You look like a pirated copy of Bible Black.
Oh! Does that mean I have an actual wiener?
I was going to say, I forgot the fact that I do have, my own channel that I do with Ezub and Blackout. I forgot about the fact that I have
Reservoir Slobs.
Reservoir Slobs. And I'll put the link in chat just so people can find it.
Yeah, I'm glad he's over there looking like a sharp-dressed man.
Yeah, well, with my sunglasses, I kind of look like. You
should totally do the sunglasses with the big ZZ Top beard. You totally.
Oh, that was the thing. I did have big glasses, but I broke them on the way up the stairs to do the show today. That's the trouble.
I'm gonna be a guest. I have a suit.
Oh, nice, cool. But yeah. We're just starting out, so people want to check it out. We talk movies. It's about all I can really say about it. Talk movies, make fun of each other. It's nothing special, but
right
we just got I think we got the 50 subscribers, so it's real small, but it's fine. It's been fun.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all I had to say. Sorry, forgot about
it. I think that'll do it. Let me check one last time, make sure I didn't miss anything on Streamlabs, and make sure that I'm not leaving anybody out that I know a lot of people, they pay money to hear me read the things, and I don't want to miss any.
It's not Clinton's suit. I have way more style than Bill Clinton. Fuck that. That wasn't a high bar, though.
Well, that seems to be the end, everybody. Have a good night, and remember that I will not be hosting the show on Friday. Ark will, because I have guests coming into town that I have to entertain for the weekend. Okay. Some old military buddies are, an old military buddy of mine, his wife and kids are coming to stay for the weekend and visit. And so they'll be here Friday evening, so I can't do the show. But I will see you guys sometime next week, and hopefully I can get a couple videos done this week before they show up. So look forward to that on the main channel. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. I guess that's the end.
Good night. I'm not topless.